define what good looks like. To do this, we published our digital service standard. These are 14 points to help teams who are delivering and building digital products deliver excellent online products. So many of our standards are based on what we learned from other digital governments who went before us. We were definitely not the first. We will definitely not be the last. But the teams that worked ahead of us worked in the open, so that teams like ours could build on what they developed and pay it forward as well, which is what we try and do. Now, there are 14 points in our digital service standard, and you probably won't notice just looking at this slide, but there are 3 themes. The first theme, 8 of the 14 points, are about designing to user needs. 3 of the points are about how we come together to work as teams, and 3 of the points are about how we use technology. But to make these standards stick, we have, as a part of our everyday practice and our culture, not just another exercise in compliance, we actually have to make this good path the easy path. A teammate recently described this as us taking the hardest path so it's easier for others to follow us. And I kind of like that. Because our team is actually well established to do this, because being unreasonably aspirational is actually embedded in our leadership principles and encouraged. But how do we practically transform our culture of service delivery? How do we make that good path the easy path? We at the Ontario Digital Service need to provide supports, we need to remove barriers, and we need to show, not just tell, when it comes to our work. So for me, providing support simply means we're here to help. We're here to help with training, or coaching, or advice. And sometimes this can take a really formal feel, like our 3-day user research bootcamp that we just rolled out with CivicTech. Or sometimes it can be us working hand in hand with the digital team to help them get started or navigate around the problem. And while this helps our partners, and that's a great outcome of this activity, it also helps us identify patterns in teams who are trying to apply the digital service standard but are struggling, so we can develop new supports and provide other help. Our assessment process is another way that we provide help and check in with teams who are working towards applying the digital service standards. It's a peer-driven review process that checks in with project teams during the discovery, beta, alpha, beta, and live phases of their design. It's not mandatory yet, but there are a number of early teams who have volunteered to participate in this process to gain advice from what comes out of the assessments. So removing barriers. Many teams have never done something like user research before. Some of them have never been asked to do user research before. What we need to do is show them how to do that with guides. We need to make it easy to do with toolkits and templates. And we need to break down barriers, real and perceived, like the ability to recruit and compensate for participants in user research, which could traditionally be used as a reason not to do it. Everything we create is available online. So far, we've published our service design playbook. It talks about the common myths with service delivery. It's actually kind of a fun read if you can have a chance to go through it. But it also talks about how to incorporate it into each phase of your product delivery. Our user research guide is an incredible practical guide that covers topics ranging from how to actually conduct user research to turning your user research into action and everything in between. The templates for consent and compensation forms are also included in this guide. And switch. Our inclusive design toolkit. This is a collection of resources for people designing for a full range of human diversity. It also includes our set of inclusive design cards. All of these and more are available on ontario.ca/digital standard. And as I quickly flipped past all of them, you might have noticed that they each displayed an alpha tag as well as a call to action. We post our tools publicly to continue to pay it forward, but we also collect feedback from all the people who might use them, like you, or any other government or any digital team who wants to use these tools. Showing how we work. That's really what we mean by saying show and tell, don't tell. When it comes to user research, one of my favorite examples of showing instead of telling is our ODS lab at CommuniTech. CommuniTech is an innovation space in Kitchener-Waterloo that is very similar to the space that we're in tonight. And it's the home to our ODS lab that opened up in August 2017. The lab has a small team of ODS experts who are well practiced in user-centered service design and user research. And the space itself creates an environment for ministry teams who want to learn about their users and safely experiment with their products under the guidance and coaching of our team. Working out loud comes out often, and I am told by partners, because I often work with our partners in ministries, that the most compelling case for them to get permission to do something different, and not radically different, just user testing, can be wiped away as a barrier just by pointing to the ODS as an example of someone who already does it. So if it helps make the good path the easy path, we feed into that. We work out loud and populate our blog with as many case studies as possible, making the point to talk about how we follow our own standards in our work. But sometimes we need to take the good path together, like our environmental registry team. This multidisciplinary, I always stumble over this word, multidisciplinary team is made up of people from the Environment and Climate Change Ministry as well as the ODS. We're co-delivering a new approach on the Environmental Registry of Ontario. Together, this team actually conducted 3,000 minutes of user interviews in the 10 months that they worked from discovery to data. And from the time that they wrote the first line of code in October 2017 to the time that they launched their public beta in February of 2018, they actually shipped over 20 versions of their product. And this was based on continuous iterative testing and research with their user base. And just before I close, I want to show you our digital action plan. The plan launched back in March. It's available on ontario.ca/digital action. User feedback is really important to us, as you might have guessed from this presentation. So please take a look and send us your thoughts. That's it. I feel like I went really quick.